This video is designed to help you start an IPTV business. At the end of the video, you'll find a valuable gift. It's an IPTV business plan that you can download, and will lay down for you, step by step, everything you need to know to start a successful IPTV business of your own. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. There are two major components required when you launch an IPTV service. First are technical components that you will require, such as servers, billing software, middleware and more. You also have a variety of what we will call basic components that you will require. They include such items as your target audience, market research, and of course, streaming content. This video will focus largely on the former. CDN. As we have already outlined, a content delivery network is mostly made up of servers, and preferably located in various geographies around the world, where you plan to market your services. Choosing a hosting company with a reputation for quality and support will ensure the least amount of headaches down the road. Content sources make up part of your CDN, and part of the allure of the service is the content available from around the globe. This includes movies, TV shows, and live TV channels from North America, Europe, Asia, and Latin America. Dedicated servers. To become an IPTV service provider, one of your more important decisions is who to host your content. Often hosting solutions companies are at the forefront of emerging technology, so it is vital that you choose an experienced, reliable company. You will also want to ensure that your provider can grow with your needs. Often that starts with a reputation for network reliability, plenty of storage options, superior customer service, and an internet connection of at least 10 gigabits per second of unmetered service. With a single server, your traffic will put a substantial workload on the server. A partner that has data centers around the world, or at least within geographic proximity to the area you plan to service, would serve your own IPTV business well. Network carriers. Choosing a network carrier for your dedicated server is an important decision, and you need to fully understand your options. There is a large disparity between premium and budget carriers, with major differences including global reach, reliability, and level of service. You will also hear terms like Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3, but what exactly does that mean? Middleware system. A middleware system in the terms of IPTV, refers to one of the most important software components of your IPTV business. It is a media technology that allows the exchange of data between the streaming devices, usually a set-top box, smart TV or IPTV app, and the IPTV service. It ensures that all of the software systems are communicating together efficiently. Your middleware system will also act as your user interface and your IPTV panel dashboard, where you determine which subscribers you supply television services to. It is also where you set up and input credentials, change settings and permissions, and where you administer your IPTV reseller program. It will often come with its own billing panel. Many middleware providers will now white label your subscriber interface, offering inbuilt marketing. Many also will develop your app and website. Billing system. You want to ensure that you are getting the most out of your customers. While many middleware packages come with a billing panel, picking the right billing system for your own IPTV business can mean the difference between being profitable and not. First, you want to ensure your billing system can speak to your middleware dashboard and have them in sync. You also want to offer options, not unlike Netflix. Here are some features that you want to look out for. Allows for billing per streaming device. Automatic subscription renewal. Multi-language options. Multi-currency options. An IPTV reseller program. Easy to set up. Some of the more popular billing systems include WHMCS, Open Billing, Zappos and Setplex. Set-top box. To manage your service, you will require your own set-top box. It is part of your content delivery system, and plugs into your television. This allows the data to be decoded and displayed on your television. Smart TV apps. The proliferation of IPTV has come about, thanks in large part to the advent of smart TVs. In the early 2000s, plasma and LCD televisions had brought about a revolution in the dusty old television display business. The next logical step was the integration of data processing into these units, and once that technology was perfected, smart TV adoption rates scaled globally. Now you can watch videos and live TV on any device, from televisions to mobile phones to PC monitors. Today's smart TVs come with television programming from an assortment of suppliers, built into its functionality. Many of your IPTV suppliers may offer to white label their software for you, and create smart TV and mobile apps. The STB interfaces and the custom apps will all be branded uniformly. The IPTV market is growing and building out a reliable brand for your subscribers by developing applications that are compatible with smart TVs and other devices, will give you an advantage over your competitors and bring in more customers. The next part of the video is not specific to a IPTV business. Nevertheless, this knowledge is essential for success in the IPTV business, as well as in any other business. Ignore it at your own peril. Operating a successful IPTV business will depend on the following 4 conventions. 1. A practical plan, with a solid foundation. 2. Dedication, and willingness to sacrifice, to reach your goal. 3. Technical skills. 4. Basic knowledge of management, finance, record keeping and market analysis. As a new owner, you will need to master these skills and techniques if your business is to be successful. Finding a niche. Small businesses range in size from a manufacturer, with many employees, and millions of dollars in equipment, to the lone window washer, with a bucket and a sponge. Obviously, the knowledge and skills, required for these two extremes, are far apart, but for success they have one thing in common. Each has found a business niche, and is filling it. The most critical problems you will face, in your early planning, will be to find your niche, and determine the feasibility of your idea. Get into the right business at the right time, is very good advice, but following that advice may be difficult. Many entrepreneurs plunge into a business venture, so blinded by the dream, that they fail to thoroughly evaluate its potential. Is your business idea feasible? Before you invest time, effort, and money, the following exercise will help you separate sound ideas from those bearing a high potential for failure. Identify and briefly describe the business you plan to start. Identify the product or service you plan to sell. Answering yes to any of the following 3 questions means you are on the right track. A negative answer to all of them means the road ahead could be rough. 1. Does your product or service satisfy an unfilled need? 2. Will your product or service serve an existing market in which demand exceeds supply? 3. Will your product or service be competitive based on its quality, selection, price, or location? Market analysis. For a small business to be successful, the owner must know the market. To learn the market, you must analyze it, a process that takes time and effort. You don't have to be a trained statistician to analyze the marketplace, nor does the analysis have to be costly. Analyzing the market is a way to gather facts about potential customers, and to determine the demand for your product or service. The more information you gather, the greater your chances of capturing a segment of the market. Know the market before investing your time and money in any business venture. The following questions will help you collect the information necessary to analyze your market, and determine if your product or service will sell. This brief exercise will give you a good idea of the kind of market planning you need to do. An answer of no to any of the questions indicates a weakness in your plan, so do your research until you can answer each question with a yes. 1. Do you know who your customers will be? 2. Do you understand their needs and desires? 3. Do you know where they live? 4. Will you be offering the kind of products or services that they will buy? 5. Will your prices be competitive in quality and value? 6. Will your promotional program be effective? 7. Do you understand how your business compares with your competitors? 8. Will your business be conveniently located for the people you plan to serve? 9. Will there be adequate parking facilities for the people you plan to serve? Planning your startup. The following questions are grouped according to function. They are designed to help you prepare for opening day. Merchandise. Have you decided what items you will sell or produce, or what services you will provide? Have you made a merchandise plan, based upon estimated sales, to determine the amount of inventory you will need to control purchases? Have you found reliable suppliers, who will assist you in the startup? Have you compared the prices, quality, and credit terms of suppliers? Business records. Are you prepared to maintain complete records of sales, income and expenses, accounts payable, and receivables? Have you determined how to handle payroll records, tax reports, and payments? Do you know what financial reports should be prepared, and how to prepare them? Finances. A large number of small businesses fail each year. There are a number of reasons for these failures, but one of the main reasons is insufficient funds. Too many entrepreneurs try to start and operate a business without sufficient capital, money. To avoid this dilemma, you can review your situation by analyzing the following 3 questions. 1. How much money do you have? 2. How much money will you need to start your business? 3. How much money will you need to stay in business? In order to answer the second question, how much money will you need to start your business? You need to prepare an estimate of all your startup costs. Here's a list of items you may need to take into account. Note that this list is for a retail business. Items will vary for service, construction, manufacturing or online firms. Decorating and remodeling, fixtures and equipment, installing fixtures and equipment, services and supplies, beginning inventory cost, legal, professional fees, licenses and permits, telephone utility deposits, insurance, signs, advertising for opening, unanticipated expenses. Now, the answer to the third question, how much money will you need to stay in business? Must be divided into two parts, immediate costs, and future costs. From the moment the door to your new business opens, a certain amount of income may come in. However, this income should not be projected in your operating expenses. You will need enough money available to cover costs for at least the first 3 months of operation. The following list will help you project your operating expenses on a monthly basis. Typical expenses for 1 month may include your living costs, employee wages, rent, advertising, supplies, utilities, insurance, taxes, maintenance, delivery, transportation, miscellaneous. Now sum up the total estimated monthly expenses and multiply it by 3. This is the amount of cash you will need to cover operating expenses for 3 months. Deposit this amount in a savings account before opening your business. Use it only for those purposes listed in the above list, because this money will ensure that you will be able to continue in business during the crucial early stages. By adding the total startup costs to the total expenses for 3 months, you can learn what the estimated costs will be to start and operate your business for 3 months. By subtracting the totals of the lists from the cash available, you can determine the amount of additional financing you may need, if any. Now you will need to estimate your operating expenses for the first year after startup. The first step in determining your annual expenses is to estimate your sales volume, month by month. Next, determine the cost of sales. You may want to use a spreadsheet to do this. After startup, the primary source of revenue in your business will be from sales, but your sales will vary from month to month because of seasonal patterns and other factors. It is important to determine if your monthly sales will produce enough income to pay each month's bills. An estimated cash flow projection will show if the monthly cash balance is going to be subject to such factors as the following: failure to recognize seasonal trends, excessive cash taken from the business for living expenses, too rapid expansion, and slow collection of accounts if credit is extended to customers. Conclusion: if you have carefully answered all the questions in this video, you have seriously thought about your goal. However, there may be some things you may feel you need to know more about. Owning and running an IPTV business is a continuous learning process. Research your idea, and do as much as you can, yourself, but don't hesitate to seek help from people who can tell you what you need to know. As we conclude this video, it's time you get your free IPTV business plan gift. Go to the description below this video to get it now. It is completely free, no strings attached. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.